Hi everyone, welcome back to Just Dream Ginger channel. My name is Irina, I'm a former Emirates flight attendant, and in today's video I'm gonna give you the tips how to survive a long haul flight or ultra long flight and feel as much refreshed as possible when you arrive on your destination. I operated more than 550 flights, which means that I've been in the sky for around 3,100 hours, which is 159 days in total on board the aircraft. So for sure, I know what to take with you, what to pack for your long flight, and how to feel comfortable on board the aircraft. So if it sounds interesting, fasten your seatbelt because we are flying right into it. The first tip is hydration. I know it might sound obvious, but dehydration, this is the main reason why most people have a headache on board. Did you know that the air on board the aircraft is drier than Sahara Desert? And I'm not kidding. It's always better to take your own water bottle with you. I know you can take your own water bottle with water inside to the airport because of the security process, but most of the airport has the refillable station where you can refill your water bottle and to take it with you on board the aircraft. Also, if you're not flying with a low-cost airlines but flying with some big airlines like Emirates, Qatar, Singapore, you can ask the cabin crew to refill your water bottles. So don't rely just on these small couplets that they provide you for the entire flight because they won't help. You need to drink a lot of water if you want to feel hydrated. And a pro tip from me, if you want to have an extra boost, you can buy hydration pills or electrolyte tablets, which you can put inside of your water bottle, fill it with the water, and you don't need to drink a lot to feel hydrated and balanced when the dry air of the aircraft suck all the moisture from you. Just a small tablet. Next up is comfortable sleep. I know 14 hours flight or 17 hours flight might sound scary, and the easiest way to survive it is to sleep the most part of the flight. I have two things that help you mostly, especially when there is a service in the cabin: the sleeping mask and the noise cancellation headsets. If you're not hungry and you want to sleep straight away, you want to skip the meal service, it's better to put an eye mask and a noise cancellation headsets because service usually take from 2 to 3 hours and they have lights on while they doing the service. So these two things gonna help you to survive and to fall asleep during the service. The next essential thing that can help you to sleep more comfortable is a neck pillow. There are tons of different neck pillow. This is mine. There are some that provide you with a neck support. I'm more a side sleeper, so I do have a neck pillow which could go to the pillow itself, and I also can use it like this. I'll show you. So it keeps me warm during the flight. Pro tip: if you want to take the comfort of your flight to the next level, you can buy a portable inflatable devices for your foot. They are quite nice and they really take it to the next level, but the thing is, they are not allowed on all the airlines. For example, on Emirates they were prohibited. So if cabin crew see it, they're gonna ask you to remove it and deflate it. So if you want to take this thing with you, check before your flight if it's allowed on that specific airline. Tip number 3, your comfortable clothes is your flight uniform. By the way, this dress is not ideal to wear on a long flight because most probably I'm gonna get cold. Long flight could lead to bloating and swelling, especially on your legs, because you're sitting for a long period of time. Your blood circulation doesn't work well on this part of your body, so you need to wear not too tight clothes and quite comfortable. I would suggest sport wear t-shirt, but take an extra layers which you could put on to adjust to the cabin temperature. For example, most of the airlines put from 22 to 24 degrees Celsius for the cabin temperature, because if it's too high, there is a high chances that you gonna start feeling unwell. That's why they're putting it quite low, so if you don't want to freeze on board the aircraft, take some extra layers with you, but don't put extremely warm clothes on you at the first point, because if you're hot, you will start feeling unwell and you can even faint. Tip number 4, get up and move around. I know it also might sound obvious, but that was one of the main reasons why most of my passengers fainted on my flight, because they didn't move around, they didn't stretch for an entire flight. When you're sitting for 7, 10, 14 hours, it really messes with your circulation. So if you decided to stand up quickly after 9 hours on seat, you can faint. So every couple hours, try to stand up, move around, stretch your legs, stretch your arms. If you're sitting by the window and your neighbors are asleep, at least try to stretch on your seat, your hands, your legs, because it's gonna help your blood circulation and you will feel better at the end of the flight than your neighbors who slept an entire flight. Tip number 5, hydration sprays and saline nose sprays. As I said at the beginning, the air on board the aircraft is extremely dry, and it's not only mess with your hydration level, but also with your nose and your skin. If you want to prevent that annoying stuffy feeling inside of your nose, just take a saline spray and you will feel more comfortable. And for your face, for example, I always take eye hydration most for my skin, like this. It's amazing. It's actually, especially at the end of the flight, if you're gonna use it, you will feel as a human being again. This is small but a wonderful, magical thing that will make you feel so good. Amazing. Tip number 6, it's really not recommended to travel when you're sick, and it's because of the thing that's called barotrauma. Basically, for takeoff and landing, the pressure inside the aircraft change, and your ears, sinuses, and even your tooth trying to equalize to that pressure. And when you're sick, your body feels it difficult to adjust into this pressure. If you ever experience a blocked ears, this popping feeling inside of your ears, this is the process of equalizing to a cabin pressure. So when you're sick and your body can equalize to that pressure, you can feel really intensive pain inside of your ears, and it could even damage your ears, and believe me, you don't want to feel it. You don't want to experience that. But if you absolutely have to travel, at least take a nose spray with you to clean your sinuses and a Panadol, for example, to ease your symptoms. That won't help you to prevent the barotrauma, but at least it will make your flight more manageable. It will be easier to survive that flight, but if you're traveling sick, it might be hard. Tip number 7, Allbugs inhaler. I have this one. It's not that typical. I bought it in Thailand. I think on Amazon they look a bit different. I put a picture of it somewhere over here. And this thing helps you a lot, especially if you're scared of flying, because this sand, this refreshment sand, could relax you and distress. I'm not scared of flying, but I always taking it on a flight because it helps you to clear your sinuses. Also, it helps you to wake up after a long sleep and feel more refreshed before landing. And actually, it smells really good. I like it. By the way, if you're scared of flying, I believe you ever heard that you should drink before the flight and then you'll be relaxed. maybe it helps someone, but the thing is, when you're drinking on board the aircraft, you're becoming even more dehydrated, so you need to drink more regular water to feel hydrated. So I would not recommend to drink an alcohol to feel more relaxed if you're scared of flying. That's your choice, but keep in mind that if you're drinking and you're drinking a lot, especially on a long flight, you might feel bad at the end of the flight. Tip number 8, take your own snacks with you. I know meal services are requirements on the super long flights, on a long haul flight, but the thing is, I would not rely on the aircraft food because, to be fair, it's not really healthy, it's quite salty. So just take something small but that can make you feel better, like nuts or dry fruit, because you can at least have those snacks in between the services, and sometimes you feel hungry. I don't know, I'm always hungry when I'm aboard the aircraft. So just take them with you just in case. In those popular airlines like Emirates, Qatar, Singapore, they have those snack areas where you can grab those snacks, but sometimes not every airline is providing those snacks in between the meal services, so just keep them with you just in case. And here is a bonus tip from me, the pills from nausea. I know turbulence can be quite hard on board the aircraft. I never had a problem with motion sickness, but quite many people do. We always have someone who is vomiting on board, especially on ultra long flights. So if you have a problem with a motion sickness, just take a pills with you, which might make it easier. But consultate with the doctor first, because only he or her could give you the right medication for nausea. If you're already on a flight and you don't have those medication, as a flight attendant, I always recommended my passenger to drink a ginger ale. I don't know why, but it helps people to feel a bit better and not that nauseous, not to vomit. So that's a small tip. If you don't have those kind of medication, drink ginger ale. I hope you found those tips helpful and you're gonna use them on your next flight. If you have your own tips that I didn't mention in this video, please write them in a comment below. I really want to hear them. Also, if you ever had a trouble, if you ever feel uncomfortable on board the aircraft, please write those situations in the comment section, and maybe I also could give you some advice on that specific topic, on your specific situation. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because it gives me motivation to do more such videos, and I believe I see you soon. Bye!